All right, so I hope you're doing pretty good with combining like terms, because this lesson will be pretty easy if you can do that. So flip to your notes, number 302, adding and subtracting linear expressions, day one. Okay, so a linear expression is an algebraic expression in which the exponent of each variable is 1. So, variable of the exponent, see how they don't, remember if it's 1, it's just understood to be there. This one right here has a 2. That means it's nonlinear. This one's nonlinear, nonlinear. Linear means it would, if you graphed it, it would make a straight line. Nonlinear might go like this, okay? And to the third path, so it just depends. So linear, straight line, the variable or the exponent's just a 1. So if we are going to add linear expressions, I like to stack them. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and take the x plus 3, and then the 2x I put under the x because you're matching up like terms, and then the minus 1 goes here. So I line up my like terms, x and another 2x's, that ends up being 3x's. Now, positive 3 and a negative 1, that's a positive 2. So you're basically just combining like terms. I stack them, make sure the variables are stacked with each other and the constants. Include the signs with them. All right, the next one. Now, since it's addition, it really doesn't matter which one you put on top. So this time I'm going to put the 3x plus 8 on top. That's the nice thing about having addition. You can switch them around if you want. And then the x minus 2 would go underneath x and then the minus 2. So I have my x's lined up. Remember, if it's 1x, you can always put a 1 with it. 3x and 1x is 4x. And then a positive 8 and a negative 2 is a positive 6. So we end up with 4x plus 6. Okay, let's turn the page. All right, so again, you can choose how to stack it. So try that. Remember, you can pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and put the 11y and the minus 5. And then the negative 4y plus 3. So I have these stacked with the y's. They have like terms. So 11 and a negative 4, you subtract. There's more positives. So I end up with a 7y. And a negative 5 and a positive 3, they have different signs. So I subtract. I get a negative 2. So I get 7y minus 2 would be my answer. All right, let's try the next one. Go ahead and try that one. Stack them. Again, it doesn't matter which one you put on top. So a negative 8x and a positive 8x, those cancel each other out. You get 0x's. And then positive 4, negative 7, different signs, subtract. There's more negatives, so I get a negative 3. So if you have 0x's minus 3, your answer is just negative 3. Because you're not going to put a 0x. Canceled, it's gone. All right, let's try the next page. Stack those. Negative 5m plus 18. negative 4m minus 7. So a negative 5m and a negative 4m. Two negatives I'm going to add and keep the negative. So that's a negative 9m. And then positive 18, negative 7, different signs. I subtract. I end up with a positive 11. So I get negative 9m plus 11. So hopefully you're figuring out this is pretty easy. If you know your rules, if you didn't learn your addition rules from chapter 1, you're going to struggle. And all we're doing is combining like terms. All right, now this one's a little trickier. Let's go ahead and put the negative 10 in and the plus 6.5. Now, do you see how the 4.5 is here? I'm not going to put it with the 10 in because it doesn't have the letter in. So I'm going to put it over here with the 6.5. And it is positive, so I'm going to go ahead and put a positive. And then the n, that's a negative n. So negative n, and I'm going to put a 1 with it. So you do have to group them so that they are matched up with their like terms. So once you've done that, then it's easy. Negative 10, negative 1, that's negative 11n. And then this one we add, that's going to be 0 decimal 11 plus. So negative 11n plus 11. One page left. And of course it has fractions. Okay, so we have 1/2 w minus 3. Then we have a 1/4 w and a plus 3. So we do need a common denominator. So if we look at that, 2 and 4, common denominator would be 4. So I have to times this by 2 and times it by 2. That's going to give me 2/4 and 1/4. So 2/4 plus 1/4, that's 3/4 w. And a negative 3 and a positive 3, that's a 0. So your answer is really just 3/4 w. You wouldn't put the plus 0. All right. So last one's just an example from the book. They show it, the vertical method, where you just stack them and get your answer. All right, so go ahead and get started on homework number 302. There's a lot of combining like terms, and there are some fraction ones. So hopefully you can do them. Good luck. You got 18 today.